Yeah. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Fall Guys Friday. So, this probably won't be a long stream because I do have to go somewhere tomorrow and such. And I do have to leave early as well. I'll try this one now for a bit before going back to solos. But right now, we're just gonna be chilling tonight. Playing some Fall Guys, trying to get as many counts as we can, and greeting as many people as I can as well. How's it going, everyone? Hope everyone's week's been well. Okay, just had to grab something real quick, but I'm still here. And apologies for not really streaming this week. I was either really into something, or really tired in general. That was really off. Which this week has been busy, but I'm through it at least. And now we're at the weekend, and it's 3-day weekend for me. My first 3-day weekend in a really long time now that I think about it. Well, time to try this out. Oh, that was cool. Cool. I guess. These levels sure are interesting, though. They should. Wow, these levels really are interesting to say the least. In a good way. I don't mind it not being any sound. I was tabbed out of the game. Man, this is a really interesting level. Not sure if this is one the creator. I'm pretty sure this is a creator made one. Which, that is the playlist. But these are some pretty impressive levels, I won't lie. I am fairly impressed. I will not lie. Anyways, I probably won't be playing for too long tonight. But I just wanted to chill at least. Talk about stuff that happened this week, and yeah. Which we'll get to throughout the stream. Oh yeah, and I'm very much better at the moment. The cough is still lingering a bit on my end, but for better or worse, I am feeling a lot better now. Anyways, I guess one thing I can talk about, since I've pretty much talked about with a lot of people already, is pretty much the state of play this week, which I know a lot of people were disappointed. Personally, I'm actually okay with it. Like, I wasn't expecting like the most amazing thing ever. Despite the fact that it was a showcase. But for what it's worth, I actually don't mind what we got personally. Like, I do feel we could have gotten more at least. In regards to, like, how they were hyping it up and such, which they might have had more, honestly. But it's hard to say at this point. End of the day, though, I actually like what we got to see from the PlayStation Showcase. Like, even if there were a lot of games that didn't really get my attention, make me think this is the best thing ever, there were things I thought were at least cool. Some things were. One thing I have to admit, I do laugh at for what it is. But I'm not really interested in it, but I can see why they went for it. But the big things for me were pretty much Final Fantasy 16 and Spider-Man 2, and Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. Those were the things that stole the show for me personally. Metal Gear Solid 3 Remake, I thought was cool, but I'm not much of a Metal Gear fan myself. But it's cool though, because I know a lot of people have been wanting it for a while. Let me just see the recap of everything they announced, so. Okay, what's this? Oh, race. How did I trip there? Oh, sea sauce. Wow, this is pretty cool. Pretty much always having new levels to play on, essentially. This is pretty dope, IMO. Wow. That knocked me back way further than I thought it would. Damn, I probably won't make it then. Damn, I didn't make it. Oh well. Oh well. To the next one. Hey yo, Barless. Welcome to the stream. Just chilling with some Fall Guys tonight. Probably not gonna be playing for too long, but just checking out the news. Well, whatever the creator routes are going. How's it going, Barless? Hope your day's going well. How am I? I'm just chilling at the moment. Busy week, but overall chilling. No idea how long I'm streaming for tonight, but I just wanted to do something since I didn't really stream much after Monday this week. And talking about stuff that happened this week as well, like the PlayStation Showcase and such. Well, yeah. Concord. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, there's actually a lot of things during the showcase I didn't really care about, but Final Fantasy 16, Spider-Man 2, Assassin's Creed Mirage has my interest to a degree. It's a mixture of things, but I thought it was cool overall. I know it's not definitely not the best showcase that PlayStation's ever hosted, but I thought they showed some cool stuff overall. Anyways, how's your day going, Barless? I assume you play Fall Guys yourself as well, by any chance? I don't play this game as often like I used to, but I still enjoy it for what it's worth. Good to hear. You are playing right now? Oh, nice. I just play this time to time. I don't feed this as much like I used to back in 2020 and 2021 to a degree. I do enjoy this game for what it's worth. How did I get sent there? There we go. You're just in the lobby though? Okay, okay. I'm just doing so. I'm pretty much just soloing at the moment. Joining games and doing whatever I can. Hey OZ, welcome to the stream. Hope your week's been treating you well as we head towards our 3-day weekend with Memorial Day and such. And yep, we're falling. Also just really wanted to chill tonight, hence why we're doing this instead of anything sweaty and such. Long weekend, yep. And then a week till Street Fighter 6. Which, man, we are so close to that. Well, I'm pretty much... I was just looking for some way to pass the time till Anime Riverside tomorrow, so using this to chill for now. Probably will watch more of Fairy Tail after, and... Oh yeah, and I finished the Tenro Island arc as well. Last night. Which, that was a really good arc, to say the least. Though I could definitely see... I did see the filler list, so I'm gonna be dealing with a couple of fillers, but I'll stick with it just because I actually do like the English cast for Fairy Tail. I've been like enjoying it for like, regardless if it's canon or not. I am enjoying what I'm seeing so far. But if I feel like skipping it, I'll do it. What do I think? Honestly, it was just really dope. The fights they had during it. Laxus's return especially was what got me excited the most. With how they set it up. And then seeing Gildar's fights. That was also cool. I do admit, I do wish the opening didn't... Well, I don't mind the opening showing some stuff, but the opening definitely spoiled a lot of things. Even like the actual final parts, which was very crazy to me, but it's whatever though. Oh, and then Natsu getting his new form as well. With the lightning trap. With the lightning part. But all in all, that was really dope. From an S-Class trial to Fire Lightning Dragon, yep. That was dope to see. Yeah, the only thing I do, like I said earlier, I wish the opening didn't spoil pretty much the entire arc for what it's worth. But they got a really catchy song to go along with it. And also was dope to see all happen too. But that opening definitely did not hold back on spoiling stuff. That was a cool arc though. If it has good music though, I don't really mind. Which, I'm just watching them at that point regardless. Especially if it catches my ears. Otherwise, if it's not my thing, then I'd skip them and such. I usually watch openings otherwise, though. Yeah, regardless, I am definitely sticking with it, though. That's the plan. Even with the fillers, unless it gets to the point where I want to skip it. Unless it gets to that point. But we'll see, because I've pretty much put myself through Boruto fillers at this point. So I don't think it would be that much of an issue. which the fillers and boards, they pretty much dubbed them as anime canon, which it might mean something to some degree, but for the most part, it's really whatever. As long as they're fun and enjoyable, I don't really mind watching it that way either. Personally. All in all, seeing the Tenro Island arc was you skipped. Honestly, I don't blame people for skipping them though. But granted, I would say, just in general with Fairy Tail, the English dub cast is definitely carrying it for me to enjoy and get through, which granted, I only just started on. Like, if I feel like skipping it, I'll skip it, but there were fillers in previous episodes where even I legit could have skipped them, or I felt like I should have, but I stuck with it, and I actually really enjoyed them, so. It's definitely easier to watch, for sure. Especially in my case, since I definitely have some appreciation for it. Especially if it has characters I generally like. If it doesn't, then that's when I'm like, okay, I'm probably gonna skip it. Oh yeah, and then, yeah. And I'm not watching it like once a week anymore either. Which is a plus side for me. Cause man, imagine having to wait a week after seeing what happened on Tenro Island. I was like, damn. That must have been painful. To say the least. After what happened with Ethnologia doing what they did. I'm definitely gonna stick with it though. I did see mentions of how arcs overall sort of go downhill after this. But hey, I've stuck around with a lot of anime like that. Have I watched the filler? I've only watched one episode, the ball one, which I could have skipped it, but I actually enjoyed it because of what it was and such. Just because like we've had so much happen, I don't mind having those fun times to chill and such. Anyways, that's just what I heard. I'm not speaking if it's true or not. Next two arcs are your favorite? Okay. I look forward to them then. I'm looking forward to them. Yeah, I won. Let's go. Like, regardless though, I think I'll enjoy it though. And I know it'll definitely be worth my time after. Oh yeah, I figured you meant the next two after the filler arcs. By the way, I think it'll be worthwhile to stick around with. Hey yo, Madeline, welcome to the stream. Finally streaming some Fall Guys after saying I would do so on Wednesday. Even though I'm probably not going to be playing for too long. Just wanted to chill at least tonight. How's it going, Madeline? Hope you've been having a good week and hope you've been having a good week as we head towards Memorial Day weekend, which is a long weekend for me in my case. I really just need to get to level 39 to make the... Yeah, I really just need to get to level 39. I'm not sure how much time I have left though, but if I stream Fall Guys next week, I should be able to get to it, and then I could buy the battle pass. Even though I don't really care much about this, so it's been going good lately. Yeah, good to hear. Good to hear. It's always nice to have a good week. Did VR chat with some friends last night? So much fun. I've never done VR chat myself. VR chat myself. I've heard fun. Like, you can. It's definitely a good time there. You've been doing new things lately, and it's been so fun. Feel like you've been missing a lot. Relatable, relatable. Since I'm one that usually stays indoors myself, but I guess it really started last year. After I left my old job and got a new one, which got me to go outside, as well as going to the gym and such. I'm trying to do anything. You never know if you never like it until you try. For sure, for sure. And granted, aside from that, which they've definitely been beneficial for me in the long run. Also, and then this year, pretty much going to conventions and meet and greets. So that's been a good experience as well. Which I am going to one tomorrow, so that's pretty much why I probably won't be streaming tomorrow. God damn it, someone griefed me. To me, more people lately, and it's been going well making new friends. Yeah, that is good to hear. Good to hear. Always nice to meet some new people along the way. It's always nice. Oh, well, I haven't really done it too much myself. I might meet them at some cons time to time, but like, it wouldn't be something that would be like a permanent thing. But it's nice to just like chill and such. And talk with them and such while waiting in line for other stuff. How's Friendship Power Up Simulator going? I'm on episode 126 at the moment. And I think at this point it's been a month since I've started on it. Oh, what's up, numbers? I'm not skipping the filler? Not yet. It has to get to the point where I really lose interest to or I'll skip it. But until then, I can stick with it. For now. It just needs to get to that point for me. Which we'll see. Numbers. If I didn't care about fillers, I would have skipped it already. Which granted, at this point, I'm just enjoying the characters at this point. And seeing them do their thing. Which I will also admit the English dub is carrying it for me too at this point. Otherwise I wouldn't have stuck with it, as long as I currently am. And you're gonna have to define everyone there, because did you even watch it yourself? Which I get if people don't like it and such. At that point, so that doesn't mean I don't know. We don't know everyone has watched it. Not to mention, I'm literally watching it as it's done, and it's all out, instead of waiting a week every time for it. How did I survive that? How did I survive that? Phew. Doesn't really matter to me, because I haven't read the manga and I'm just going through a bit. The only thing I've really dropped completely for a bit was really Boruto. And even then, I ended up going back to it a few years after I dropped it, and stuck with it until its current hiatus. So now I'm just waiting for that to come back, whenever it does. If it's somehow worse than Boruto, that would be funny. Considering how much shit Boruto gets. Damn it. Oh, okay. Probably not gonna make it at this point. Anyway, I'm sticking with it until the end anyways. Regardless. Considering how much progress I've made within a month. Oh, I actually made it, somehow. Say that after the next arc? Hey, it's fine you have your opinions, but I still need to see it for myself until the end. I usually don't give up on stuff unless it's something I really dislike. Which there isn't that many things that I dislike to that degree. In general. Oh, one person didn't move. Worse than the Cold Steel anime? Well, for better or worse, I was actually okay with the Cold Steel anime overall. I don't regret watching it. I'm just sad we couldn't get the English VAs, and that's why I haven't gone back to it. Or the English dub. Probably won't at all, considering and such. Okay, fucker, you really want to play this game? Okay, I'll take him with me. And for the record, I do agree. There really wasn't much of a point for the anime to exist in the first place. The whole anime to exist in the first place, but I do have some interest in the well, they did have potential. They just didn't really do anything with it. And yes, I agree. At that point, might as well just they could have called it anything else instead of just a war. Even for a Cold War, wasn't really much of one. If it was supposed to be that. Even did. It was just more of a rescue operation, anyways. Did I see the East 10 gameplay? I've seen some of it. It looks cool. Not that I'm looking too deep into it at the moment. But looks cool. Definitely reminds me of East 8 so far. Speaking of that, I am going to meet some voice actors and actresses for that tomorrow. At a convention I'm going to. Either arc. Dude, I've seen you shill that game before you were shilling trails to us. What the hell happened to your When did this hater arc happen for you? Oh, Inferno. Shrugs. What the hell is ever gonna play on that? But hey, I really enjoyed it. I do wish I played that on Nightmare instead of Hard. Oh well. Huge people. Wasn't that pretty much what East 9 was? Yeah, who knows, which I'm not even planning to replay East 8 anytime soon anyways, though. I did buy the PS5 version just so I can get the limited edition from NIS America's site. Because of a convention I'm going to tomorrow anyways. I am making use of the cube of the cloth poster and some of the stuff that came with it. I enjoyed the game for what it's worth. And that's why I have a Donnie emote too now. I definitely saw a bit of it. But hey, it's a new East game with 10 in this case. Who knows, they might improve some stuff. Or do what you dislike after playing on Inferno, make it worse somehow. Which granted, regardless, we're not getting a disc here in NA unless you import the game. The gateway with the flash system, which heavily hurts the series. I like the. I mean, I'm fine with any action games in general, but whatever they do, considering the amount I've played at this point. I don't mind anything. I don't mind adding new stuff to the table. Depending on how they do it. Like, I'm pretty much going to be playing essentially an action game next month. With Final Fantasy 16. And then if Grand Blue Fantasy really doesn't get delayed till next year again. Manic Simulator? Eh, it's gotta look cool. It does gotta look cool. Not to mention being an action game. Honestly, it gives me more vibes of an action game versus that, but I haven't seen the deep dive into everything else yet. Like, I didn't watch the State of Play specifically for the State of 416, and I haven't seen the details either of it. I know there are definitely gonna be those big boss fights, though. That definitely remind me of something from Ninja Storm or honestly any kind of 3D arena fighter like scenario. Spider-Man I am definitely excited for. And I got him. Time out on this showcase. Nice. It's not too hard to do, but hey, it does take a bit of time investment. And the game is really fun too. So it's okay for me personally. I never really found it annoying, but I always enjoyed the gameplay enough, so outside like some tedious aspects. That's about it. Outside the skippable cutscenes, outside of that, some skippable, but then having to watch some was annoying. But at least the game wasn't that long anyways. But really excited for Spider-Man 2 though. I do wish we had a release date, but I trust Insomniac with this kind of thing. Spider-Man 2018 was pretty much my game of the year when that released and that release. So I'm expecting the same as well here. Unless there's a dark horse that just takes me by surprise. Like how Lost Judgment did in 2021. Back when Ratchet and Clank was mines. And I wouldn't really be surprised if Tears of the Kingdom gets it though. I do feel bad that Sonic hasn't exactly won a Game of the Year from the Game Awards with the games they've released within the past 5 years. Not that, you know that not that many people are going to be playing Reverie in comparison to everything else. But hey, if it somehow gets there, I wouldn't be complaining. Anyway, one more week till both Street Fighter 6 and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Four, 3 more weeks till Final Fantasy 16, or is it 4? I'm not, which, by the way, I'm not saying I'm not going to enjoy Trails of the Reverie. I'm just saying there's a lot of exciting. There's just so many other things I'm really excited for too that I will definitely get to Reverie on stream, but we'll see. Since it does release fairly close to Final Fantasy 16, and who knows how much time I'll spend on that. But I am looking forward to it though. Okay, survive. One more. I'm excited though, nonetheless. Damn it. Oh well. It depends on how much, like, I wouldn't be surprised if the story for 16 isn't that long. But it also depends on how much there is to do along the way. That'll be the other big factor. But we shall see. We shall see. You know, there are other stuff I do also want to try to get to. But we'll see. CS4 Discourse? I was never a part of it. Narita? We'll see about Narita. Because I'll probably... September, I might use that time to play Spider-Man. Replay Spider-Man 1 and Miles Morales. So I do really want to replay them. Both to prep for Spider-Man 1 and 2, and not to mention... I am setting up a new TV this weekend. Because... So, the TV I'm currently using for my PS5, it's like a really old one, but it still works fairly well. However, sometime last month, I was helping my brother's girlfriend move out, since she was moving back to NorCal and such. And along the way, she didn't really have space for it, so she gave my family her TV, which... Numbers, I've already played through Spider-Man 2 times. Same with Miles Morales is 3 times, but the third time I was playing it on my PS5. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. The games still hold up pretty well anyways. Like, some stuff will be dated, but it'll be fine, because there were games I really enjoyed. Not to mention, at least with Spider-Man PS5, I've been meaning to replay that on there, but I just got lazy. And even then, I'm not expecting the game to release till like October-ish at the earliest at this point. So if I do them in September, and then play some other things beforehand, it'll be fine. And Miles Morales is really short. Yeah, I said October at the earliest, but since it is fall, it could be November. It could be November as well. What is this level? Of East 10? You don't expect it until East 2025 at the earliest. Kuro 2 has to release in English, so I know when that's coming. That's also true. As well as Kuro 1 whenever that happens too. Not that I'm in a rush, anyways. Not that I'm in a rush. By the way, I also just really want to do it just to take advantage of the new TV I'm getting set up this weekend since it's been in my garage for a month at this point. Since that was roughly a month. And I was looking at the specs, and I didn't realize it can handle 4K and 120 Hz. I was like, wait, this can handle this whole time? Which, I was just lazy with setting it up initially. God damn it. Hey, I got it. Let's go. Yay. And my capture card can support 4K 6 or 120 Hz and 4K. Well, 4K at 30 or 1080 at 120 Hz. Which kind of, there aren't really that many games that will really take advantage of it. The only games that really come to mind are pretty much Final Fantasy 16 and Spider-Man 2. Alongside Spider-Man 1 and Miles Morales when I replay those. I do want to take advantage of it. Especially for oh yeah, and Street Fighter 6 as well on consoles. Favorite Fairy Tail opening? So, this is I've already listened to some of the later openings for the final season, like Strike Back, Never End Tale, and Believe in Myself. I've listened to those songs already from the final season from a while ago. But at least from what I'm currently watching, Opening 10 is currently my favorite song. I like the ones from Daisy. The first and third opening I do enjoy. They're not much of my vibe, I'll admit. I actually like the second opening a fair amount too. Granted, opening 10 I'm a little biased for it just because it is definitely more of my vibe, and not to mention what happened, how they show it, alongside the theme going with it. I'm okay with 1 and 3, but they're not my favorites, personally. Just not much of my vibe. In comparison. Oh, yo, Phil, welcome to the stream and thank you for the raid. I assume you ended up playing Miles Morales a lot longer than you expected. But thank you for the raid, though. Hope you had a good one today. With Miles Morales for your first day playing. It's just not my vibe, that's all. I think it's good, just not my personal favorite. If you were to ask me which one was my favorite. Okay, I'm probably messed up by trying to go the shortcut way. I'll give you a shout real quick. Soonish. Yeah, so close. Oh well. Anyways, let me just give you a shout real quick. How far did you get into Miles Morales, actually? Now that you did mention it. Okay, okay. You don't have. You're definitely way above. This is. Oh yeah, you got the suit at this point, right? Oh yeah. I feel like you're slightly above halfway though. You're slightly above, I think. Slightly above. Unlock basis. Okay, yeah. You don't have too much on. Yeah, you're definitely finishing it tomorrow. Yeah, if you did side quests, it would add a bit, but not that much. The only thing that would take a bit of time is probably just replaying it. But yeah. It's like if you wanted the extra suits and such. Which I usually did them along the way personally, but that's just how I played the games. Which, by the way, when I replay Miles Morales and the Spider-Man remaster, I'm not collecting everything. Like Spider-Man remaster, at best, I'll probably just unlock the towers at least. Even though I don't really have to. They did the DLC as well for Spider-Man 1. Wow. Here we go. Yeah, I did tell Phil to do the tape once. That was the one thing I did tell him well, I suggested him to do. Which, I'm not sure how familiar you are with Yuri Watanabe in Spider-Man though. I'm not sure how but I did look it up after I did the DLC, and they pretty much talked about what she ends up becoming. Which they did show in the trailers, alongside a couple other characters. Which, either way, I'm excited to see where Spider-Man 2 goes. For a variety of reasons. But, you liked how 80%? I pretty much figured that was Craven. With how he sounded. I sort of remember the voice from the announcement trailer. Back in 2021. Which, man, I believe that was 2 years ago, thinking about it now. I figured it was. I think I saw a few comments or a few things in Twitch chat mentioning Turok. I was just like, man, I was like, dude, they're not gonna end on Turok. I don't even know if that's something PlayStation can even work on now. Not that I really care about it anyways. Wolverine could have been plausible. Wolverine could have been plausible. I can give him that much. But I wasn't expecting it, considering we don't even know when Wolverine's happening. And considering Spider-Man is first. Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't expecting it. Just because we have a window for Spider-Man 2 versus Wolverine, which we don't know when that's happening. But it would definitely be after Spider-Man 2. Like, unless we got Spider-Man 2 earlier in the PlayStation Showcase. But obviously, there's no way they're going to show that off in between stuff. In my opinion, I didn't see him doing that. Hey, thanks for that. By the way, 2023 is living up to be something amazing. Living up to be something really great, to say the least. With the games coming out and such. Even though I've really only gotten Resident Evil 4, gotten and played Resident Evil 4 Remake so far. Oh, he almost had that. And then next week was Street Fighter 6. I can't wait. I have Tears of the Kingdom numbers. I have it. I just haven't installed it yet on my Switch. I used the vouchers for it, so I was pretty much planning to. I was going to redeem it there already that way. I'm saving that for later though. I'm not denying it'd be a great game, but it's just something I'm not. It's a game I don't doubt is an amazing time. It's just something I didn't really feel I wasn't really in the mood to do. Story department? Yeah, I'm not expecting too much of the story. At that point, I'm really just trying to play Tears of the Kingdom 2, have a good time with it. Which just, as long as that was pretty much the main reason why I really enjoyed Breath of the Wild anyways. By the way, I'm not sure when I'll get to it yet. And either way, like I said, I bought the vouchers for Switch Online. For having Switch Online. So naturally, and not to mention, it was an easy way to save money, too. I'm not really interested in Fire Emblem Engage, personally. If anything, I'd rather get 3 Hopes first. That's because I do like some characters from 3 Houses. But that won't be anytime soon. And even then, at that point, I'd rather play Persona 5 Strikers first. In comparison, the funny thing is I already have Persona 5 Strikers. Damn it. Here you go. Gage's story is so bad. I can't comment because I don't even know what's going on in that game. I just know some friends enjoy the game, but I don't hear much about the game's story. Who cares about Tears of the Kingdom story? The game is just Gmod 2. True. Even though I still never played Gmod. That's all. That's how I see it so far. Which I'm expecting to have a good time with that. I'm just not going to be getting to it anytime soon. I'll probably have a better story than Engage. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly. And Gmod doesn't even have a story, does it? Yeah, I definitely see most people enjoy Engage for the gameplay. But I think that's fine if they enjoy it for that. Okay, so there are checkpoints here. Hey, you messed up. Let's go. But at that point, regardless, that really just depends on what you want from the game. Which we all enjoy our own things at the end of the day. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, one. Let's go. That was the finals map, which was one of the new stuff the new finals they added for this season. It's a pretty cool one. Oh my. Anyways. Engage DLC? Wasn't Engage DLC just adding new characters to the game, like the Three Houses characters and such? And probably more, whoever they added. Either way. I wouldn't be getting it anyways. I didn't even get the Three Houses DLC. Anyways. What are the plans of Games Exchange the moment SF6 is out? I might do some short games in between Street Fighter 6 and Kirby. Are you talking about the Return to Dreamland Kirby? That deluxe version or whatever it is. That one, right? Or are you talking about the Epic Yarn one? Because I know there's a bunch of versions of that. But anyways, games I plan to stream around Street Fighter 6. Neither does Trails Phil. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. Not like the Trails games you've seen me stream, but it's Trails. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know, Phil. Oh goddamn, I'm behind. But anyways, games I plan to stream after Street Fighter 6 is out. I'm thinking about something. It's probably gonna be a mixture of shorter games. Probably. If I made it. You would prefer to get live, or triangle strategy, but you don't want to use the voucher on them? Dude, you can literally get Triangle. You could get both of those games on PC whenever a sale happens at that point. Sales will definitely happen for those games. Granted, I was about to get Live Alive, but I decided to wait till a deeper sale. Even though for $40 it sounded fine. I feel the Return to Dreamland. When did Return to Dreamland Deluxe release, actually? It was this year, right? Or it's this year? I feel it's a recent one, right? You could get advanced. Yeah, at that point, you would rather be playing Triangle Strategy. Ah. Yay, first. Or you can just play your first Pikmin. Yeah, whatever you feel like playing, though. Whatever you... If only the Battle Network collection was part of the vouchers. Well, hey, now you have 2 vouchers to use now. He despises the Switch ports or Advance Wars. Can't speak. Can't say. I didn't play the original Advance Wars. And I'm not playing the Switch one either. I don't have any interest in it personally. But let's go for those that did want Advance Wars back. Rip Patrick. Rip Patrick. Almost June? Yep. One more week, essentially. Which I cannot wait for. Aside from being busy with work on June 1st, I can't wait. Oh yeah, and then Street Fighter, but yeah. I'm thinking about starting something like maybe Solstice, because that's a short action game that I can play on stream before Final Fantasy 16. But I also have Enslaved Odyssey to the West, which is a much older game, which I don't think is too long. And this other game called Icy. There might be something on my PS Plus list that I could play as well that I might have some interest in. I'm definitely going to be grinding Street Fighter 6 for a good bit, though. That's definitely the plan, considering there's a lot I want to do with Street Fighter 6. And, hell, honestly, I might as well play World Tour to keep myself busy, too, if that's the case. I don't think I'll finish it on stream, though, if I do. But I could do that instead. I could do that. I'm definitely gonna be mostly grinding Street Fighter 6. But at that... I go to the gym already to grind anyways. Working out and exercising and such. Not to mention, I do want to use a fair amount of characters in the base roster. Ken, Jamie, Cammy, and Manon. And whoever else I end up using. But those are the 4 I actually want to play, and I guess lucky for me, 3 of the 4 characters I want get some pre-order colors as well for my case. But either way, I definitely wouldn't finish the story of World Tour if I did it on stream. But I do have some interest in it. I think it looks cool. The only thing really I'm thinking about Street Fighter 6 Mario Party? Eh, I'll pass on that. I enjoy Mario Party, but I'm not too keen on streaming that game personally. Even though I can now. It's a fun game though, when I do play it. I still have it installed, so I haven't gotten rid of it. But I it's rare for me to really be in the mood for that game nowadays. At least with the other stuff out at the moment. Why the fuck do you want to keep griefing me? Oh, wrong guy. Bro, what is your fucking problem? You're a huge Mario Party fan? It is a fun game, and granted, I've really only played Superstars. The Switch version specifically. I do enjoy it. I do enjoy it. I did enjoy my time with it. Otherwise, hell, at that point, I'd rather play Mario Kart, honestly. Phil, we've been over this. The Switch version, or the Superstar Collect, whatever it is, the official name is my first Mario Party that I played. We've been over this, Phil. Either way, it's not. I'd be okay with doing it with close groups I'm in and such, but I'm just not like always open to doing it ASAP and such. It's not that game for me. But that said, I don't think I've touched the recent Mario Kart DLC, so I would be down to stream that at some point. Or do some shorter games just to knock some backlogs off, though. But I do have a couple of those. Okay, he knows. He knows. Here we go. Okay, I might be screwed, I won't lie. He got me. So close. My library of games I can stream, though, is definitely big. Long or short. But Street Fighter 6 is definitely going to take a good amount of June, though. The only question is just whether I stream that on consoles or PC, though. Since I can stream the game on PC. And it's like the betas have been working well for me. The only thing is that I definitely would get much more stable performance on consoles. And not to mention, I'm pretty much like, at this point, now that I have my, yeah, that's the thing, like Street Fighter 6 has run well on PC, and honestly, I wouldn't mind playing Street Fighter 6 on PC on my own and such to practice. But for streaming, consoles would be easier. I can still play it on PC just fine. Especially, and again, this is really only an option now because of the fact that this is only an option for me now because of the fact that I am getting that new a new TV setup that could support 120 hertz. And unless I'm playing on well, if they have Street Fighter 6 turning this on PS4, I'm screwed there because I'm getting the physical version of Street Fighter 5 for the Steelbook on PS5. And the input lag for Street Fighter 6 on PC and PlayStation 5, assuming you have the most optimized input latency setup, like you have PS5 set to performance mode with 120 hertz. You have a 120 hertz TV. I set to that. It's pretty much the equivalent of playing Street Fighter 6 on PC, as long as you have at least a 120 hertz monitor, which, you know, my laptop supports 165 hertz, so that makes it even better already. But we'll see how I feel because, oh yeah, that's another thing. I have the Ultimate Edition on PC, but I'm only getting the standard on consoles. I would probably buy the DLC down the line on consoles if anything during the sale. Bro, what is your fucking problem? Which granted, I am going to be playing 4 of the 8 characters, or 18 characters. Which is still a fair amount of characters for me to practice and learn. I definitely feel like I could definitely do it now, compared to before. Oh, I wanted to grief him. But tournaments are definitely going to be pushing for either PS5 or PC. There will be some that are using PS4 though. There will be some that use PS4 still. Which, that would suck in my case. Just because of the fact. And not to admit, even so, this is just another way for me to make use of my PS5 as well. Since I'll have a TV that can actually take advantage of it. What if I use a PS5 controller? Oh yeah, you'd be screwed there at that point, since PS5 controllers don't work on PS4. I use a fight stick, so that doesn't matter for me, but it does suck for those in those situations. But I would have to deal with more input lag, though. I would have to deal with that. Which, that would suck for me. Personally. Considering how I'm pretty much used to keeping that to a minimum now. but we'll figure it out. For sure, I'll definitely be playing Street Fighter 6 on PC. I won't be streaming it though, but I'll definitely boot it up on PC. To try out, just to see if anything changed between the beta for Jamie and Ken. Which there will definitely be some changes. And to try out Manon and Cammy. One more week till I can do that. But Street Fighter 6 on consoles, we'll see. We'll see. It's really just there just to be there, but like I said, now that I'm going to have a setup to be able to play it, to optimize my setup for it, I wouldn't mind streaming more on consoles this time around. For Street Fighter 6. Hey yo, Maddie, welcome to Shaman. Thank you for the raid as well. Hope you had a good stream yourself. I assume you're doing some Smash Fridays today, which hope that was a good time today. Yep. I figured. Hope that was a good time though. Can you give it a shout, by the way, Matt? By the way, Phil? If you're able to, but if not, I can do it after. Street Fighter turning 2 weeks. I'll think about it. It just depends on how busy I am, since next month is actually a busy time for me for work, but I'd be down to answer. We'll see though. And thank you for shouting him out. Anyways, welcome everyone to Maddie's stream. For anyone that doesn't know me, I'm Exia. Someone who used to have some ties to Smash, but nowadays I'm more of a mixture of a variety streamer, as well as someone that plays fighting. Well, in terms of things I'm competitive in, it's really for fighting games, but outside of that, I do like to stream a variety of games myself. RPGs, action games. I'll say anything as long as I enjoy it. Which, as you can see now, we're currently on Fall Guys at the moment. Do you have a date set by any chance for it, Maddie? Just curious. Because I do have some things planned this month. Yo, what's up, James? Now we know 6. Wait. Okay, I probably lose this. Okay, yeah, he got it. Oh yeah, I was asking for the date. 6-9? I think that date works for me. I think that day works for me. Assuming it be in the evening and such. Around like 10 PM your time. I guess that can work for me, honestly. Unless something pops up. But I think that can work for me. Pretty sure that works for me. Pretty sure that works for me. I guess at that point it would just depend if I'm in the mood or not. I'd be down to enter though. Anyway though, definitely can't wait for Street Fighter 6 next week. Diab Diablo, but more so Street Fighter. I think Diablo's cool. It's not my cup of tea personally, but I think it's cool for those that are excited for it. Nothing against Diablo, by the way, considering I do play RPGs and such. I've just never really been into Diablo myself. But I know a couple friends that are excited for that too. Street Fighter is definitely a priority for me, which I've already pre-ordered twice. One on consoles and one on PC. Even though this time around it doesn't really matter much. Like, my reason for pre-ordering on consoles is just so I can get a steelbook with it. But that's it. Which I don't need, but I did want it. You'll get consoles later on sale. That's what I was planning to do initially with Street Fighter 6, but... Which I did pre-order for my PS5, which, granted, the console I'm pre-order on doesn't really matter, just because there is crossplay. But Street Fighter 5, I did pre-order physically on consoles, just for a steelbook that's included for pre-ordering at Best Buy. And not to mention, I am actually getting a new I'm actually setting up a new TV over the weekend that can support 120 Hz. And my capture card can support streaming that as well, so it definitely would be easier on my laptop if I streamed it through my PS5. It would be easier just capturing it there instead of streaming it directly on my laptop, which I could definitely stream it on my laptop. And it works well for the most part. There are definitely times it does slow down a bit, which it's not the worst thing ever, but it would be easier to keep that to a minimum if I were to play it on PS5. Which now that I'm gonna have the setup to actually play it in the best environment possible, I wouldn't mind, but we'll figure it out later on how that turns out. I'll figure it out. I will need to get the DLC later on. Because I already have the DLC on PC because I pre-ordered the Ultimate Edition. But on consoles, since I am getting only the Standard Edition, I am going to need to do that later on. But you can wait for a sale at that point, since the one character I'm excited for isn't coming out till next year. And that's Ed. Hey yo, Wizardless Olive. Welcome to the stream. Just doing a fairly short Fall Guys session tonight. I like to chill before I'm fairly busy over the weekend. How's it going, Wizards? Hope you've been having a good week as we head towards Memorial Day weekend. Fantastic. That's good to hear. I've just been busy this week, so I'm fairly tired, but I'm excited for a lot of things. Starting next week with Street Fighter 6. Do this stage again. First. And then just to get an overview of that. with what I've pretty much been talking about. Games I plan to stream this year, it's gonna be pretty much something along the line of. So this, like, June is pretty much gonna be Street Fighter 6 and Final Fantasy 16, alongside other things. Mostly those two games. Sometime later this year, I do plan on replaying Spider-Man and Miles Morales before Spider-Man 2. I wasn't going to initially just because I wasn't sure when Spider-Man 2 would release, and if it was going to be September, I definitely wouldn't have time, unfortunately. But since it's most likely not going to be the case, I'll do them sometime, sometime before Spider-Man 2's release. What? Really? Why the hell did that happen? I am so salty. Okay. Yeah, there's some people already at the end. I don't really think. I was like halfway through getting there, but the way it stopped me definitely screwed me over. Oh well. But anyways. Spider-Man 2, definitely can't wait to play on while taking advantage of my new TV. But, oh yeah, there's also Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, but that probably won't be happening until near the end of the year, if I'm being honest. Which I'm excited for, but that game got delayed so many times that we've been waiting so long for it. And I'm also waiting for Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising too. But I will do Trails into Reverie close to release, but not exactly on release day. And you know, Mike, welcome to the stream. You're excited for both Grand Blue games? Overall, same for me. I did buy Grand Blue Fantasy Versus on PC during the sale recently, since it was like $20 for everything. Or I legit could have done $2 for just the base game, but I did want to play with some of the DLC too. So I do want to try it at some point. It's just Street Fighter 6 is going to take some priority. Man, one more week till Street Fighter 6. One more week. Every new game, since you're not sure if it's going to be a paid upgrade brand new game? It's probably going to be a brand new game, honestly. Probably. That's where I'm thinking it's going, but for what it's worth, I wouldn't mind playing around with the previous game, just to get a feel of it. I did get it for free on PS Plus, so I didn't have to, but I did want to play around with the DLC as well, just to get a feel of it. And playing it on PC too. But regardless, at least we'll have Street Fighter 6 soon. Fill that void. You're happy Relink is finally coming out? Sh- Yeah, it's been delayed for so long at this point. I remember it was supposed to be 2021, and well, and then 2022, and now hopefully it does not get delayed again to next year because that would suck. Because I'm actually really excited for that game. Oh yeah, 27, 2018. It was like one of those days it showed up, and then we've been waiting so long ever since. Which I've definitely heard about some issues with development. By the way, since we've been waiting this long for it, but at least it's almost out, which is a saving grace for it all. Oh yeah, I did read that Platinum was one of the original dubs for it before they end up. Did they pull out of it themselves, or did something else happen that forced them to drop it? That part I didn't really follow. Hope they left their good mark on it, but same. At least from the footage we've seen, it does look promising. But we'll have to see how it turns out. You're not sure on the details? Same. So who knows? It definitely would have been nice to see Platinum actually make it, but I can't judge with how it was going nor what forced them. Frustrating delay games, but you don't mind it. Well, I don't mind games being delayed, but just when you see a game get delayed multiple times, it just like I don't like. I'm okay with games being delayed as long as it's for the better. But we've also seen a fair amount of cases nowadays where it's just they're either like it's either going to be a dumpster fire or just beyond saving. They are better than incomplete games, I agree. Definitely better than being incomplete. But if they're not ready for long, damn, so close. Definitely would rather have the game complete. So. I guess it just comes of some games lately where they've been delayed, but we've started seeing what happened to some, which that's not to say that's what all dubs are going to, by the way. It's just something to be more weary of, if anything. Either way, at least the wait should be almost over for Grand Blue Fantasy Relink. Which I've been personally been excited, which I am excited for. How I manage the games once the fall comes is another story, though. SF6 gonna be hype? Definitely. Definitely, which... So I'm still planning to play Street Fighter 6 mostly on PC, but there is a fair chance I also might play on consoles too. Since I did pre-order the game physically just to get a steelbook from it. But... I was looking at a TV I got from my girlfriend's my older brother's girlfriend when I was helping her move out, since she didn't have room for a TV, so she gave it to my family instead. And I was looking at it, and I didn't realize that TV supported 120 Hz. Which, at least based off the demo, input lag wise, both PC versions and the PS5 slash Xbox Series X and S versions are pretty much identical from what I've seen. I'm definitely keeping the Steelbook, or I'm planning to keep the Steelbook, but I'm probably going to try to get it signed by voice actors and actresses from the Street Fighter 6 as well. That's my plan personally. But in regards to performance, let's see if you were playing on PC and PS5. If you have some optimized setups for it, if they pretty much are identical input lag wise. But we'll see though. So, question for me: 2 out of 2 all the way to grand seems to be standard. Do you think losers to finals and loser semis? As in like a general question, or because I feel like that's sort of a case by case base. I feel like, I think top three at least should be best of 5 in those cases, but it really depends on the game at that point, in my opinion. I do think top three should at least be best of 5, though. Losers semis being, I have no problems with loser semis as well as other parts being best of 5, but there's just a lot of factors at that point. There's just a lot of other factors to keep track of at that point. Both with the game and I know if we go to other events, but just speaking about the game, there are just other factors at that point to consider. And yeah, the amount of people too. It just really varies. There's no real set answer for that. Like, I'm not opposed to having more games being played and such. Oh yeah, and then the same with Street Fighter 6. I think the max FPS is 60 FPS, but it's just more so for the input lag and delay and such. It's just a way to have it optimized, which they did build it into Street Fighter 6 on PS5 and Xbox Series X. If you're playing on PS4, good luck with that, because you're pretty much stuck on dealing with the native input lag from that. But like Mike said, alongside what I'm saying, there's just a lot of factors that really go into it, so there's no real straightforward answer. No lashing? Good. Which we're probably gonna have to deal with anyways. I'm like, and granted, at least in my case with playing Street Fighter 6 on PC, my laptop supports 165Hz, so that's already better than the TV. But it's just like, if I felt like, well, like, if I were to play on consoles, it wouldn't be that bad. But for sure, like, me playing it on PC would definitely be the better thing to do. And granted, the tests we saw were pretty much based off the demo for Street Fighter 6. Which, for what it's worth, that will definitely be closer to what the full version is. But I definitely would like to keep it on PC otherwise. By the way, really excited for it, which, Actually, Mike, I don't think I ever heard ask you this, but who are you playing during the open beta for Street Fighter 6? As for the time you played. I don't think I ever asked, because I know you mentioned Ken looked cool to you, and I know Cammy's the one you'd want to use, but not in the beta, unfortunately. But not too far from release, at least now. Oh no, he's gonna get there first. Damn. Oh well. You're playing Kimberly, she has so many damn moves. Honestly, the whole roster definitely has way more to work with now compared to before. But I know Kimberly has a lot of things she can do too. The way she can approach. And a lot of stuff coming from like her command dash, right? Need to learn grind training mode for Cammy? For sure, because even though Cammy does look pretty similar to her Street Fighter 5 counterpart, they definitely gave her more things to work with. Which will definitely make her look a lot more scarier too. I'm definitely gonna be grinding Ken and Jamie first, just to see the changes from the betas. But Cammy and Manon are definitely up right after. As well as the trials too. Which, granted, I don't think... Manon could get some interesting trials. I'm not expecting too much though, just because she is a grappler. Come on. My dad on Kenzie really looks interesting, so do Manon and Arisa. Yeah, for sure. Those characters, like the newcomers, definitely look interesting. And as we can, at least from my experience, I really only dabbled with Street Fighter 4 and 5, Ken. I did try Third Strike, but I never really got into it. But at least from 4 and 5, in comparison to 4 and 5, Street Fighter 6 Ken definitely feels like the best he's ever been in a Street Fighter game. Which is definitely saying a lot, since Street Fighter 5 Season 1 Ken was really strong, but he had some inconsistencies to work with. And most of it was just because of the fact that he had the stupid things early on, like alongside other Shotos and other characters in general back in Season 1, which made them really strong. Like, or at least in Ken's case, an okay projectile to zone to fight from afar. But the biggest, meteorless invincible reversals with his DPs. Which I know that was pretty much a staple. Which, man, looking back, I can't believe I lived through that. And then they pretty much took that away after Season 1. And then they adjusted it slightly. So, like, it depended on which version you use. But nowadays, they're pretty much all just for anti-areas, which I'm down for it. Considering any character with a meterless invincible reversal was... Man, it's so crazy we used to go through that. Which if you didn't have that... God damn it. If you didn't have that, you were pretty much screwed, honestly. And granted, this part might change in the beta. Because I'm not sure if this was supposed to be intentional or not, but there were definitely times when I was able to DP outside of. I was able to DP outside through some fireball strings somehow. I'm not sure how I did do a heavy DP, so it does have a bit more reach. I'm not sure if there was something that allowed me to avoid the projectile though, because based on like how the game has been played, it really should be only invincible versus anti-airs. Unless I do EX, which in the case I mentioned, I wasn't doing an EX DP. So I'm just curious about that. Oh yeah, I thought Ken was really good in Third Strike. I just can't say like have a feel of him to like at least judge from it. But I definitely seen the stuff he has, which I would definitely use him in Third Strike if I were to actually go into it. With Street Fighter 6, I'll admit, I did want to main Jamie initially, mainly. That was the plan. I still want to use him. I think he's a really fun character that I do enjoy using. But after playing the open beta for Street Fighter 6, which pretty much came after me playing Street Fighter 5 with Ken again, I think I'm gonna make Ken my main. Hell, I'm pretty much set on making Ken my main instead. I'll admit, in comparison to Ken and Jamie, though, it definitely will be easier to use Ken. Jamie has a decent amount of setup with the drink stuff, right? He had to spend a decent amount of time with the drinks, which I get how they designed them, and honestly, if you could, there are definitely ways some players have been able to get their drinks in ASAP at the expense of damage early on. And if you can get a fair amount of drinks, it's definitely really easy to snowball the opponent. The only downside is just the fact that you have to get your drinks up every round and such. Which again, that's pretty much how they designed. That's pretty much how they designed Jamie. Considering like he gets new moves and additional damage. Versus Manon, who just gets additional damage on her command grabs. Which I think that's pretty fair game. All things considered. I will admit though, like with Jamie, I've definitely had instances where I felt like I couldn't really do anything if they weren't letting me get my drinks in. Or about they were just making it hard to approach because Jamie's buttons in comparison to most of the cast, I do feel it's harder to make work. Like if I was trying to poke people and such. Oh fuck. Yes. I almost screwed up there. Yeah, if he had full power the whole time, he definitely would be crazy, and even if they set it to where he would have a preset amount of drinks available after, I think that would be still a little too strong because of the fact that it's both damage and additional moves. Which, hell, I wouldn't even know how to balance that personally. It would, but I'm okay with how it is currently. But yep, an easy win. Aside from almost messing up at the end. But it was an easy win. Or like, but regardless of how I feel about how Jamie is in comparison to the rest of the cast, at least from my experience with the open beta, with the betas, he is a fun character to use, and someone I do want to keep around to have fun with. And we'll see how it goes with Cammy and Manon as well. Which Cammy, I just want to at least learn them and at least be able to play them to a degree, even if they don't become my mains or like characters I use in general. Since I'm pretty much gonna have two, and even then I'm probably gonna be sticking with one mainly. But I do want to try to use more characters this time around Street Fighter 6. Anyways, gonna head to bed. Okay, for sure, Mike. Say this on by while you can't. God damn it. Yeah, no way though, Mike. Say this on by while you can. Always nice. It's always nice that you come by whenever you're able to. Despite how busy life can get for you and such. And hope you have a good night. Until then, have a good one, Mike. And we'll definitely need to get some games in for Street Fighter 6 when that releases next week. Which, we'll figure that out down the line. By the way, have a good one, Mike. And since 4 a.m., definitely get yourself some sleep, especially for Memorial Day weekend. Definitely need some rest there. Either way, one more week till Street Fighter 6. Which at that point, then we won't be getting much sleep, but it'll be all the more worth it. Okay, and since I reached the 2-hour mark, this might be my last. This will probably be my last one too, anyways. Since I do need to sleep fairly early just to go to a convention tomorrow. Oh yeah, and I don't think I said it earlier, but Wizardess, thank you for the follow. And you pretty much know what I stream usually, and regardless of you here in the stream chat or currently lurking, which lurking is perfectly okay here. Hope you enjoy your time. Hope you enjoy what you see here. I was definitely really hooked to the Street Fighter 6 conversation and such. Back to Fall Guys. Like I said before with Fall Guys, this isn't a game I'm really planning to make a staple again here like I was before. But I will definitely stream. I still enjoy the game enough to where I'll stream it time to time. Wow, that friggin' boulder kept me getting in first. Oh well, on to the next. Anyway, I'm definitely gonna be in for a long day tomorrow, which should be enjoyable. Just gonna be long as well. Been lurking, so it's always good to be here. I always appreciate the lurkers whenever they're here. Yes, considering I lurk myself in a lot of streams. But regardless if you're busy dealing with other things, or or don't feel like chatting. Lurking is always appreciated here. And if you ever feel like popping in, that that's always appreciated too, but definitely don't want to force people to do it. Okay, where was my bounce? There we go. Yeah, so let me think about this. Talked about the fairy tale with where I'm currently at. Talked about the PlayStation Showcase and what I'm excited for. I could talk about the new foam star thing they're making. What is essentially looks like a Splatoon clone to me, but I don't really care much about that, personally. I'm not even much of a Splatoon fan. For what it's worth, it looks cool. Hmm. There's at least stuff I could talk. Oh yeah, apparently there's a Daemon X Machina sequel, which it started off as a Switch mech game initially, but then got released on PC later on, which I have it on the Switch. I got it for free on PC because of the Epic Game Store. Which I might be down to stream down later on. Because I really did enjoy the game. It's just the way it performed on the Switch was pretty bad. As much as I enjoyed the game. Which granted, I'm getting Armored Core later this year too. Now, we don't even know when the Armored Core game or when the new Daemon X Machina game is releasing, but it's fine. Ooh, Hexagon. Highest visual AED stream segment. Prefer common mellow streamers, don't like loud ones. Oh yeah, I'm a pretty quiet person myself. I'm just like someone that likes to chill, do my own thing, or do playthroughs of other games. I can definitely get into the moment though in some games, like Street Fighter or fighting games or any competitive game in general. But something like Fall Guys, despite being a competitive game, it's still that kind of game where I can just chill too and have fun, regardless of how things are going. Yeah, I do enjoy chilling to these kinds of games regardless. Oh, I did not realize you were there. Well, this floor is mine, I guess. I know someone went down, or are we on the same floor? Okay, that was a mistake. I can win this, but... I messed. Oh, there's someone above us. Damn. I had no idea where he was, but he won. Oh well. We still got a couple dubs tonight, which I'm pretty happy with. And all in all, this is a nice way to chill and such before being busy for most of this weekend. Which, so, streaming this weekend definitely won't be live tomorrow because, well, I'm gonna be mostly busy at an anime convention called Anime Riverside, meeting a bunch of voice actors and actresses, and and going to a few panels as well. Currently, the plan for me, which I don't, I, hmm, I do want, I'm gonna say as long as I can. I could be back early on, like later at noon if anything, but I'm probably gonna be really tired after, so I'll take it easy tomorrow. Sunday and Monday, I definitely want to stream. I'm just not sure which day I would stream, nor what I would stream, but I probably will stream on one of those days. We'll figure it out though, either way. I'm gonna have a great time. Thank you, Madeline. I'm definitely excited for it since it was just something I learned earlier this month. Actually, at the start of this month, when one of the voice actresses I follow mentioned it, and then I looked at it, I was like, wow, there's a lot of people going to this. And I was like, I guess I should go too, just to check it out. Speaking of which, I actually need to pack some stuff to be ready for it, so that's probably what I'm going to be doing right after too. So that's actually another reason why I should end now too. Before I go to sleep and such, and wake up early tomorrow to go, since the venue is an hour away from me. But anyways, I'm gonna go raid room Moncio. Since he just started streaming recently, I think he's an affiliate now, but if he's not, then well, let's help get him up there then. Either way, I'll be back sometime this Memorial Day weekend. If I'm not, then I'll be back sometime next week. There's a fair chance I may wait till Street Fighter 6 drops. Fair chance. But we'll see. But we'll figure it out. But anyways, regardless, for everyone that stopped by, thank you for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Till then, take care everyone. Have a good night.